Hey guys, Manny again. Take two. I forgot to turn on my mic. Yeah, I was kind of like, oh gosh, I almost threw that through the whole thing, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to turn on my mic. Okay, so processing film on a budget. You know, I'm retired, so I have a fixed income. So I wanted to be able to do it on a budget, and it's not that bad. You can process film relatively inexpensively, like for less than including the film, you can do it for about the price of a cup of coffee. And speaking of coffee, yeah, you can buy me a cup if you want. I just started doing that, giving that a try and see if maybe you guys, if you enjoy what I'm doing, buy me a cup of coffee, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff. So anyway, I was gonna start with the monobath. It wasn't available, and I was tired of waiting, so I went to good old just regular photo developers, and I kind of figured out that the monobath is really not, although it's very simple and it's just one setup, with just one chemical. You do it for a few minutes and you're done. It's not very cost effective. It's $20 for processing like 20 rolls. That can get a little expensive. I think it's all actually maybe like 18. Then you have to keep track of how many rolls you've done, because you have to kind of extend the time out depending on how many rolls you've done. So I mean that requires some thought too. So it's not that simple. Now I'm using an Arista 76, which is basically D76. It's the same thing as Kodak. D76. I mean, chemistry is chemistry is chemistry is chemistry. It's the same formulation. It's the same everything. All the thing is different is with the color of the package and the name and the name on it. So there's no big difference to it at all. And I use it 1-to-1, and I can get the Arista for, I think it's $7 on it on B&H, something like that. And again, because I'm using it 1-to-1, I can get 32 rolls of film of 35 millimeter at 1-to-1. Okay, because basically it's 8 ounces of solution, and so that's 4 ounces of D76, or 76, for a roll, and then 4 ounces of water, and so boom. So I can do, like I said, like 30 rolls, 32 rolls out of the one jug, which is not a bad deal for $7. And then I bought some stop bath. Don't really need it, but I just bought some because I wanted to. I'd never tried it before, so I thought I'll give it a shot, see what it's like. It's fun. I mean, this is no big deal. It just stops the development, and it helps save on your fixer. Now the fixer, again, was $9, and that'll process 100 rolls of film. Maybe now more because I'm using a stop bath. So that's a lot of film, and then that's only like $9 for the gallon. So together with everything, I spent about the same as the monobath, but I can get a lot more film out of it. So that's it. That's not that complicated. It's you do the developer first, for whatever time. It's like it was close to like 72 degrees, and so I did my rolls of film for like 14 minutes. Okay, with agitating every minute uh, for 10 seconds, and then kind of banging it so you don't get it, just kind of tapping it on the sink so I don't get any air bubbles, or dislodge any air bubbles. You pour that out, I poured a little water, pour that out, pour it in the stop bath, put that back into the stop bath because it's reusable. It'll change colors when it starts going bad. Pour that out, pour in the fixer. We do that for 8 to 10 minutes. I did it for like 8 minutes. Um, and then pour that back into the fixer because you can use that for like 100 rolls. And then you're good. You wash it, and you get a little bit of weighting agent. You get some Photoflow or some other weighting agents. There are a bunch of different ones out there. You need a couple of drops, really. It's a couple of drops in the can. Um, Shake it around a little bit, stir it around a little bit, and then that just makes it sure that you don't get water spots on your film. And that's it. It's not that big a deal. It's like, oh, it's not that complicated. Um, Again, there's initial costs of your bottles. Um, Graduated. I got a measuring cup. Just a plain kitchen measuring cup, and then I got a graduated pitcher, so I could know I could make a gallon, mix my stuff in a gallon. I got a coffee thermometer, a coffee milk thermometer, you know, or espresso machines or whatever. So that's as long as it goes starts below 50 and goes all the way up to 100 degrees or so, you're good. So I bought one of those, and then and film canister openers. That's just guys, it's just a bottle opener, you know. Just get yourself a bottle opener. I'm sure you actually probably have one in your house, so you don't need to go out and get a special film canister. I use the one that my son used to work. He's a brewer. He used to work at a brewery, and one brewery, and one of those little swag things they got was a little keychain bottle opener. That's what I use to open my film canisters with. It doesn't have to be fancy, fancy. You can just use whatever, like I said, whatever you have at the house. Um, you can use that as your bottle opener. That's what you can use to open your film, and that's it. And a pair of scissors, and I'm sure you got some scissors around, and that's it. Like I said, I use the stainless steel reels and tanks because they last longer. They're easier to wash, uh, and that's just what I'm used to. I'm just used to those reels, and you'll need a changing bag to load everything because if you don't have a dark room, or if you have a dark room, you just you can go into the walk-in closet, close the door, make sure it's nice and black, and then you can do load your film into the canisters there, and then go into the kitchen like I did and process your film. I said I just use a changing bag, a small one, because I'm not going to be doing more than a roll or two at a time, probably just a roll at a time, and that's it. It doesn't have to be very expensive. Um, I'm using Kentamir, which is a good film. I like it. It's 100 and 400. It's black and white. I can buy it at a camera store that I drive by every day. I can buy it online. It's inexpensive. It's like I think it's like $6, $7 a roll for 36s, or for a 120. It's about the same price. Uh, and it's a good film. It's a very, very good film. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not going to be shooting, HP5 or Kodak Tri-X because, it's really not that different, and I can save a lot of money. Uh, I'm not going to go out and shoot, the Kodak Porto. Oh, God, that's an expensive film. I'm not going to spend $20 or $15 on a roll of film. Just not going to do it. If I'm going to shoot color, I'm just going to go back to digital, But black and white, I shoot black and white because it makes me feel like I accomplished a little more than just going out and, pushing the button. Like I kind of feel like I'm building something, I'm making something more than I'm just kind of like capturing an image. I'm capturing the image, but I'm also kind of like having to make something because I have to like make sure the exposure is correct. I have to go out, take out my light meter, check the exposure, you know, go click and, compose and everything, go click, and then come back and then process the film and scan it. So I kind of feel like it's a little more hands-on-ish than digital, instead of just popping out a card and popping it in the computer and you're done, you know. I spent the day yesterday scanning some film. I'm not scanning, I didn't scan all the entire roll. I don't know why people scan the entire roll of film. You don't really need to, I mean, look at your film. Again, get a light table, get a nice little loop, look at your film, mark the ones that you want that you like, and just scan those. You don't have to scan everything. Why do you have to scan everything? Um, if it's a bad picture, why are you scanning? Why are you wasting your time scanning it? There's no reason to. All you got to do is pick out the ones you like, and that's the ones I scanned. I think from the other day, I'll show you some pictures. I probably had like 5 or 6 out of 2 rolls of 36, and a couple of them were like, oh, maybe not. I don't know. I'll show you some. Um, you know, but I didn't. I'm not going to scan everything I shoot. I don't think I've never shot in a role where I liked everything. At the moment you're thinking, oh, that's a great shot, and you get back and you're like, this is okay. I don't know. So I don't scan everything, so I say that saves me a lot of time. You pick out the very best, and that's all. That's all I scan. You don't have to shoot all these high price films. You don't. I mean, you can try it. And you can, if you want to try it, or get some for your birthday, have somebody get some for your birthday or something and try it. But I'm not gonna shoot, Tri-X anymore or HP5 or anything. They're all pretty close to the same. I mean, yes, they're different and stuff, but I'm not gonna buy brand name developers. I'm not gonna buy the Ilford developers or the Kodak developers because they're expensive. And again, chemistry is chemistry is chemistry. It doesn't matter. Just go out, try some film. I think I enjoy it. I like it because it's just nice. It's very zen to me, the actual developing of the film. I don't know. It's just like I said, I'm not a very kind of handsy, buildy kind of guy, and it makes me feel a little more like I'm making something than just kind of clicking away. Um, but yeah, so again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please, you can buy me a cup of coffee. Buy me a cup of coffee. Go check out my website. I'll put links to all the stuff that I got to, you know, the bottles and stuff like that I bought on B&H and everything. So you can take a look at them and try it. I mean, again, it's really not that expensive, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I mean, I like it. I like it. But that's just me. So, but hopefully you can give it a try. And again, it's like film cameras are relatively inexpensive. You don't need to buy a Leica. You don't. I just bought an old um, Rolleiflex SL35M for like $60, and I got a really nice Rolleiflex lens for it, and that was about $50. So, you can buy film cameras for inexpensively. I mean, that's why I also like my Nikon film cameras because I can use those lenses on all of my other Nikon equipment. So I can use it on my D600, I can use it on my N90, and I can use it on my FM. All of them use the same lenses. You know, I, that's it. Boom, done deal. That's why I like the Nikon system because they do that. Now with the Z's, now you got to go buy new lenses and all this stuff. So I'm not going to buy any of that stuff. I'm going to stick with where I'm at because I got all the lenses that I really really like. And like I said, I shot some stuff with a Vivitar, no, Rokinon 28 millimeter. I'll show you a picture. It's a nice little lens. Paid $30 for it. So you don't have to go out and get expensive glass. You don't have to go get expensive stuff. Used it's great. Used is great. Well, thanks again for watching. Please subscribe. Please like. Buy me a cup of coffee if you think if you're getting anything out of this stuff. Thank you very much. Take care.